You look a little sick. One person since it's a Saturday afternoon. I'll take one person at this point. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like they can't see it on live later. Should I switch hands? Yeah, I might switch hands. Since I'm right-handed. Yay, I feel a little better like this. Oh, I need my eyebrows arched bad. Well, eyebrows probably fit half my forehead. Kind of bored. Okay, one person. Bye, Felicia. I'm gonna give this 20 more seconds. I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm sick. I should have did this like yesterday, but my voice was deep as fuck. Dang. Reminder, don't do Red Cup Chronicles on Saturdays. Alright, fine. So, this is Red Cup Chronicles, your host Jay Lavonne. Oh, so I do sound a little better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I had the Boys to Men voice like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, last time on Record Chronicles, I was talking about the N-word and how much power that we put into that word. I try not to say the N-word, but it's like any other swear word, slang word. It just rolls off your tongue, especially as an African American. And the whole history behind that word is so negative. I don't understand why we use that word in a positive light. So this topic is actually for teenagers. And it's called Hormones Equal Stupidity. Look, teenagers. Wake up, right? Plus, I've been sick all week. So if I get funny looks, whatever. So, reason I want to do an episode for teenagers because I have a nephew on the way. And although my nephew won't be a teenager until I'm like in my 40s or 50s, I still want to do something that he can watch much later. So, as a teenager, you go through these different things. You don't know what is going on with you, but you know you're mad at the world. But you're not really mad at the world. It's these things called hormones. And around 10, some people get them early. 10, I know I got my first cycle like 2 months shy of my 12th birthday. You're going to have these things called hormones. You're not going to know what's going on, but you know something's going on. You don't know whether something is right with you or wrong with you. So you're going to have these hormones. Oh my God. Hormones. They make you stupid as hell. So you're gonna be feeling young boys gonna be feeling yourself, and young girls, she's gonna be thinking she's the cutest thing when it gets more with her mom and everybody else, and people are gonna be calling her a little bitch behind her back because she's a teenage girl. Teenage girls, they can be bitches. I was a teenage girl and I was a bitch, especially when I was on my PMS. So as your hormones grow, you're gonna want to do some things. There's some things you want to do. And you ain't gonna want to do. Don't be retarded like me at 11 watching Real Sex 11 or Taxi Cab Confessions thinking that's what sex really is. Sex is not like Taxi Cab Confessions at all. So, sex is not like Taxi Cab Confessions or real sex. And some of this stuff is actually scripted. So, you're gonna want to have sex. You gonna want to, not really sex, but you gonna want to know what's going on with your body. And the reason I say hormones make you stupid because your hormones develop before your good common sense. Let's be honest, like half the things we did out on hormones, we would not do again. And some of the stuff we want to live or take to our grave. So, you have hormones, you gonna want to do something. I'm repeating myself, but it's a point in me repeating myself. You're gonna want to do some things, and lust's gonna take over your best judgment. And you're gonna see someone that you like, whether you're a boy who like girls or boys, Whether you're girl who like girls and you know that whole thing. My girl got a girlfriend, but they never make it sound my man got a boy. I don't think I want to see two. Okay, I want to think about that right now. I don't want to think about that right now. So, if your hormones, you're gonna want to do some things. It's like you're gonna be smelling yourself. You're gonna be like, oh, dang. Like I say, I was retarded enough to watch Real Sex 11 and I got in trouble. Ooh, when my grandma found out I was watching HBO at 11. And I ain't gonna tell y'all a story about vibrators. Oh, hey, Keno, how you doing, sweetheart? I ain't gonna tell y'all a story about vibrators. I told you this is for teenagers, but with adult content because teenagers need to know. Think with your mind before hormones. It ain't that serious. Some of your friends gonna still be virgins, but brag about sex. Don't believe them unless you actually see condoms. And them condoms might be their big sister, big brothers. And I'm only doing this because I have a nephew on the way. And I'm thinking to myself, do I want my nephew to have a girl like me? Oh, okay. If my nephew gonna have my brother's personality, fuck no. Them two gonna butt heads all the damn time. Oh, Lord. Oh, I don't want to picture that. I just want, I'm just gonna try to keep my nephew as a baby for as long as I can. But he has two wonderful parents that I know would give him a guy like, even though I joke about his parents being hippies all the damn time. Right? His parents also fucking hippies, especially his mama. But she's a very lovely lady who having a kid with my brother. So, you have hormones and you wonder what to do. First off, you're not going to think with your mind when you're a teenager, no. Like I say, certain parts of you going to be growing and certain feelings you're going to want to feel. And I'm here to tell you, once you have those type of stuff going for a while, it's not always going to worth it. There's a thing called diseases. There's a thing called blue waffle. Yuck. You don't want to see that picture. There's a thing called death. Sometimes when you meet somebody that you're attracted to, you could be meeting death. And there's many instances. It's not going on in our real life, but it's going on in other people's real life when all they did, they had sex once and they end up with HIV or with AIDS. And you don't want to do that. You want to always protect yourself. You want to always keep $60 on deck so you can take that plan A. Oh, it's this thing called plan A. So it's kind of like me talking to a future to my nephew. There's a thing called plan A. All the girl have to do is take that once and she won't be pregnant. But don't take those. Like, that is not birth control. That is emergency birth control. The best thing to do is either wait till you find a special someone or get some condoms and learn, I don't know, banana, cucumber, put it on, whatever. Reason I'm going to say wait till you find a special someone because they always tell, in black households, they always tell women, don't have sex before you're married. But they don't bother to educate you on sex and how sex and hormones and how you feel. I hate that advice so much. It's good to wait till you're married, but at the same time, let's be realistic. You're not going to want to wait until you're married to have sex. So, it's like couple statuses before that. I was saying different stuff that was going on with my hormones. Like when I was a teenager, oh, if you was a light-skinned little boy, I was, hey, my name's Jocelyn. I wouldn't have sex necessarily or whatever, but I was like, hey, like, I was in La La Land when I saw a light-skinned dude. Now, oh gosh, so my lifetime, I've dated black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, freaking Vietnamese. So, love has no color with me. I prefer my black man, but if a white man tends to like, hey, they want some little coffee with their milk, I'm gonna be a coffee milk ass motherfucker. So, you have hormones, you're gonna be going to school, people gonna be bragging about sex when they never really had sex before. They just talking just to be cool. You're going to want to talk on phone, sound like alright, I'm 35, so you're going to try to sound like you're Doc Winter on his Quiet Storm. It's nothing wrong with having hormones. But my biggest problem with hormones with these younger generation, for real, they don't know how to use their hormones wisely. That's why you have these people having babies out of wedlock. You have these people killing their mates as grown-ups and teenagers because they couldn't have them no more. And I feel that it all has to do with hormones. You know, Rick up. You gonna see that girl, you gonna want to do that thing. You gonna see that boy, you gonna want to do that thing. But my main purpose of this episode is think with your mind. Do not think with your hormones. A lot of people think with their hormones that have consequences. Like, I was pregnant once in my early 20s. Thank God the man I was pregnant with was a man that I almost married and who currently cannot stand me. But what happened to you get pregnant by someone, he don't care about you or the kid, or worse yet, ask you to get an abortion so he won't have any kids, latching on to him. I talked to many of my male friends about babies, whatever, and most of them, babies are the best thing that happened to them. But my male friends who were whores, they have daughters. And I was like, ooh, like Chris Rock says, it's your job to keep her off the pole. And sometimes I always wonder, what if I did have a kid, blah, blah, blah. Then I wouldn't be talking to y'all about sex. It's a wonderful thing if you have a special bond. Other than that, it's going to be a waste of time, and you're going to want that person out of your face as soon as you release yourself. That's why you should not spread your energy to anybody, because you spread your energy to anybody, you're going to catch some of their energy, and no, it's not where it's at. Like, my ex-boyfriend was boring as hell. I caught some of his energy to the point I was getting depressed. Like old feelings that I thought. But as soon as that dude left, I seen more and more Happy Jocelyn come back. And when you're a child in this world, you're gonna want to be like your friends. Why? I don't know. Like, when I was younger, I used to want to be the ghetto girl because ghetto girls have more respect, whatever. And I am a total bookworm. Now I don't want to be ghetto, and I would tell people in a second I'm not ghetto at all, and I'm happy about not being ghetto. I'm happy about myself, but you're going to go, it's like with your hormones, you're going to go through different things, not just with your body, but with your mind and your soul, and you're going to want to find out things about yourself that you didn't quite know until you experience something. Like, man, I almost gave it to my hormones. I'll say last week, this dude would have been my kryptonite if I was like, I'm 35. He would have been my kryptonite at 15, 20. Tall, light skin, beard, deep voice, decent job, the works. Every time things were going to get intense with me and this guy, someone's like, sis, skirt. And I did skirt. And it's like both times we see each other, I say, you know what, I gotta go. I can't be around you. That was because I didn't trust myself with this guy. And sometimes when you're getting wiser and older, something in your head would tell you what's right and what's wrong. Please listen to your intuition. It is so good for you. You're not going to understand your intuition until some things happen. I'll tell you a story with the same dude. Every time things were out to get heated, I gotta go. And normally, I probably would have been influenced or whatnot. Hey, I'm 35. I still have hormones. Woo! Those hormones ain't gonna go away until I'm like, I don't know. I'm a mess. So, I'll check on the guy here and there, try to be consistent. He was like, he's cool on me. I was like, wait, what? I thought men liked women who respect themselves. Not men who like women who throw their drawers all the time. I will admit, I did not make the right choices with my hormones at times. Like I said, I was pregnant once before. And people often ask me why I don't have kids. I would rather be married with kids since I'm 35 and I haven't found my husband. I'll just be a professional aunt. So to all the young kids out there, those little things that have you going haywire crazy, make your parents want to pop you upside the head. I remember when I first really started having hormones, and I was 14. And I am so sorry. Somebody just called me on Messenger. I'm doing a Record Chronicle episode, and I'm definitely going to have to call that person back, probably for business or whatnot. So, Where was I at? So I was 14. And my grandma, God rest her soul, was a teacher for almost 30, 40 years at St. Louis Public School. So she's seen kids all shapes and sizes and everything. It's to the point she told stories about her experience as a teacher. As little kids, you can tell who was going to be gay. You could tell how the kid was going to form, was going to turn out based on their environment and what's going on. She said there's many kids that were crying to her. There were teen moms. My grandma, she was a teen mom also. Hey, friend. Teen mom also. So she was often console some of the girls who was going through the same thing that she'd been through. And she's a toughie. She raised 7 kids plus me by herself. So, I don't know what I did that particular day. I know I was 14. That's all I remember about it. I was 14 and we were living in Bell Ridge. That's all I remember from the day. So, she looked at me and said, oh, Jocelyn, you want to rebel? I'm going to rebel right with you. Basically, if we were translated to the words now, she was like, try me. Try me, little girl. Try me. If I was going to translate what she was saying, if it was like the times of now, try me. So you have these hormones, you're going to feel hot, cold, all around. It's all very normal. I cannot say it was normal because there's this little movie named Something Strange About the Johnsons. And the daddy said that was normal until they realized that the son had a crush on the daddy. And they're not like, ew, no, that's not normal. Although I think they were trying to raise awareness about molestation within households. Okay, that was not funny. But they was trying to do a little twist with the whole molestation thing. So hormones, they're very powerful. Go and do some things. Please don't have sex until you are mentally mature. A lot of us who had sex when we weren't mentally mature, that's why we're screwed up in the head now. Like I say, man, that light-skinned dude, I wanted to give that man, whoa. Like I said, it has adult content. And dude better be lucky that nothing personal or physical happened because now I have a code that I get every time season change. So dude would have got my code. So God was working with him. But, you know, dudes, they get kind of mad when they can't get what they want, whatever. And he was like, he cool on me. So we had like this conversation. And I'm sarcastic as hell. Basically, he called me ignorant bitch. And he started typing long texts. Look, after 2 lines now, I am Floyd Mayweather. I'm not going to read long text like that. So, when you have these hormones will make you do some crazy stuff. Oh my God, like when my ex-fiance did me dirty, I just didn't want to cut that man's clothes. That's because I was not thinking with my right mind. I was thinking with my heart and my emotions. Yeah, hormones are very much attached to emotions. So, I'm not going to tell you experience about first having sex, whatever, because you should not be having sex. You should really be concentrating on your books. That's real. You're going to want to have sex because that's what you hear everybody else know. Like I said, when I was 11, I was retarded enough to watch Real Sex 11 and Taxi Cab Confessions. When I first had my experience, it was nothing like Taxi Cab Confessions, and I was very fucking disappointed that my experience was not like Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO. I told you I'm showing my age. So, you have your hormones really, really early, but they're more pronounced when you're a teenager because your mind starts performing and different stuff, you know. So, red cup. I told you I had this cold. I went from nasal to having a deep voice, somewhat nasal, and a little normal. Shout out to my friend Jack Daniels. Shout out to my friend Orange Juice. Shout out to Hot Toddies for my cold to be a little better. So, like I say, I developed pretty early, and if had I matured in the mind before my hormones, first off, I would not been losing my virginity at 16. I probably would have lost my virginity like at 21. Had I used my mind before my hormones and my emotions and all this unnecessary crazy stuff with hormones. And I wanted to talk about hormones to teenagers or whatever. Like I said, shut up, John. Fuck you. See, the N word. So when you have these hormones, you're going to want to do some things. Trust me. And a lot of little young boys would tell you when they were like 8, 5, 10, they start watching pornos. Watch out for those young ladies. Those are the ones that's going to try to get you pregnant at like 15, 16. Those who try to watch porn. I'm kidding, but still. Yeah, like I was in a relationship for like 14 years before my last relationship. And I ain't going to talk about my last relationship no more because that's irrelevant. But yeah. Oh, God. Please, please, please. There are shows like Snap because people use their emotions and hormones before their mind. Yeah, hormones make young women want to kill their man because another broad got them. When there's other folks in the city, like they said, you lose one buzz, baby, that's 1 in 15 more motherfucking men. I told you, teenagers, but I'm going to have it on content because I'm going to keep it a buck. People who know me know that I'm very graphic in my thinking, whatever. So you shouldn't really be surprised that I'm trying to make a show about sex, but really it's more educational. Like I said, I got a little nephew on the way. I got to think about the little girls. Like, have y'all seen my little brother? Now, what if my nephew come out looking like any of my little brothers? Now, I got to say something to the little fast-tailed girls that try to hop on my nephew. And women, we are a lot more bolder these days. Man, I remember one time I was out with friends and we were kicking it towards the end of, I graduated from graduate school, right? Girl, I was seeing somebody that I've known since middle school. I called this dude, like, hey, baby, I want to come over. And then he broke the news saying that he was not in love with me and everything. Women are a lot more bolder than boys these days. And that's what kind of scares me about this generation. But you have people like Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj say, get what you want. It's kind of predatory if you think about it. It's very predatory. Boys and girls. So you have these hormones, you're not going to think right. And that's perfectly normal because you're trying to investigate what's going on within you. Once you get to know yourself with your mind, your body, and your soul, you will make better decisions in life. It's a little funny, and I didn't expect to make myself laugh while doing this episode, but like I say, I have enough on the way, and I gotta think of the little girls that's gonna try to holler at him. I gotta think about things I would really want to tell him that I'm not sharing on this episode. Like I said, you gonna grow hair. I think as soon as people grow hair, they gonna make them kind of cuckoo in the hormones. That's what I think it's gonna be. Like, I still have hormones. Like, ooh, if y'all seen this bus driver, I sure was like, hey, you 25? Yeah, you're like 10 years younger. He's 26 now. You're like 9 years younger than me. Yeah, you my type, baby. You got a good job. He a little short, but he used to be in the military. Those who know me over the years, I always like men in uniforms. See, even at 35, I still have hormones. Like I said, I almost gave in to them like last week. Dude don't know what's going to be in store. I've been single for a while. I'm mentally ready to date again. Like, it was going to be on and freaking popping. But as you get older, as you get a little wiser, you have to think with your brain and not your body parts and not your heart, your emotions, because if you think too much on your hormones, it can cause you dearly. I've heard stories. I've been through some personal stuff as well. And I'm not even laughing at this point. See my voice getting a little deeper? Yeah. This is although it's funny and comical, I'm being very, very serious. Think with your mind. It's nothing wrong with having hormones. Matter of fact, hormones are perfectly normal. What advice I hate black families give to young black girls is don't have sex before you're married. And don't bother to educate them about the diseases and babies and all the stuff that comes with sex before marriage. They never tell little boys not to have sex before marriage. They don't. And that's another thing that kind of make me mad. Like, why women have to be so virtuous, but men could spread their what I call baby better all around. I'm just saying. I'm only doing this episode today because I feel better now, but early this week, I was very sick or tired from working 2 jobs. Yeah, I got 2 jobs. Yeah, I'm Kevin Gaten this shit. So, to be serious, hormones. They're there. Don't be retarded like me and watch Real Sex and Them and think that's what sex is about. No. Anything you watch on media, social media, TV, movies, video games, oh yeah, they have sexual accounts. Oh, you screw a prostitute in Grand Theft Auto, you get life points. When in real life, you screw a prostitute, you get diseases and you could die. They ain't gonna tell you that. But anything you see on any sort of media is so deceiving compared to what sex is really like. I'm just keeping it in the book, for real. Like, dude. Do I want to do episodes about sex? Yeah, because I'm a grown lady. I have no kids. But am I careful about my audience? Very much so. I'll just make this episode about sex to educate younger people. That's it. And share a couple of my experience about hormones. Like I said, my hormones still be popping. Guarantee you, if I see a light-skinned dude with a nice beard, like, First I'm going to picture us together. Because that's what I always do. Then I'm going to be like, Then, what my dumb ass do, I'll look at his hands. And I'm not saying why, because it's supposed to be for teenagers. And young girls, you'll figure it out once you get around 20, 25. So, my end point is, think with your mind, not your hormones. Your hormones sometimes will mislead you to some costly consequences. If you got a job, raise your red cup. Got things your name, raise your red cup. If you're your own boss, definitely raise your red cup. If you're about to go to bed like me so I can go work tonight, raise your red cup. So, hey, Red Cup Chronicle is a feel-good movement. You raise your red cup in it. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Love y'all. See y'all later. Hope y'all have fun watching this episode, and I'll think of some more topics for next week. Bye-bye. Let me try to end this. Oh, it had to be. Lord, let me see.